So I just got out of seeing Scream 7, and to say the journey for this movie has been turbulent is an understatement. Forgetting for a moment the crimes committed against Melissa Barrera to not have her in this series anymore, it was a great start to bring in Kevin Williamson and Neve Campbell. I really liked the chemistry between Sydney and Tatum. The mother-daughter thing was actually really working. A lot of the dramatic elements from the movie was really weighed on that relationship. Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding are a great pair. They're very likable and they're really funny. And just getting to see Sydney and Gail together was really cool because it's been a while since we've seen those two characters interacting together. In terms of the gore, it's easily some of the best in the entire franchise as well. It took notes from art. There was one kill in particular that really reminded me of Clint Howard's Ice Cream Man. I will say at the very beginning of the movie, there's a shot that pays homage to probably one of my favorite sequences of all time, which is the face of Michael Myers just barely being on screen. It was really well done. I also really liked that the movie reprised the music of Red Right Hand, even though, Dewey's dead, but it was still really good to hear it. But unfortunately, it's one of those weird situations where you give it your best shot and you really try, but you just can't avoid the inevitable. And that is that this movie is just barely passable, and for a movie in this franchise, that's just not good enough. The topic of AI being the commentary in this movie is just a cheap trick into being able to get to see all of these older faces that we love from the previous movies. In terms of the killers, it's not even that it's bad because it's predictable, it's more so that the motive itself is kind of lame. You could quite literally bring back the entire old cast and it can have a lot of nostalgic factors, but the choppy continuity, which is unavoidable because the Carpenter sisters storyline isn't finished, really harms the flow of this movie. And in general, this franchise, which thrived on having one singular storyline, is now feeling like it's being held back because there's pockets of information that are just missing. And just the general external factors of the making of this movie really sour the experience despite everyone's attempts. So overall, the movie, it's just fine, but I really wish that with all of the factors that it had, it could have been so much of a better movie.